Hi again, BookTube, it's Amy, and I'm here with a book I got in the mail today. This, as you can see by the dust jacket, is Typographic Years, A Printer's Journey Through a Half Century by Joseph Blumenthal, 1925 to 1975. And I don't know anything about this book. It says it was published in the 1980s, and I haven't heard anything about this printer before either, but I sort of bought it on a whim. I was browsing Horizon Books book listing on online, and I came across this, and it sounded quite interesting to me. For more than 50 years, Joseph Blumenthal, the renowned designer printer, has stimulated concern for the arts of the book in the United States. In this informal panorama of American fine printing and its practitioners, Mr. Blumenthal has written a fascinating account of his life with fine printing, his search for clarity, and the halcyon days of the 1920s through the 1970s. With a strong sense of the historical forces that have made printing what it is today, he tells about the development of his spiral press in New York, where he succeeded in producing a consistently distinctive style of printing, about his growing education in the graphic arts, about the books he made for President Franklin D. Roosevelt and Robert Frost, about type, book design, and the changes that came with computerized techniques, and about the surprising revival of the printing arts in a new generation. And so I've sort of found myself recently interested in the physical process of how books are made, and I guess typography and bookbinding and that sort of thing. And so when I saw this, I thought, why not? I'll see what I can learn from this about typography in the 20th century, I guess in the United States. And typically, I've found in reading what holds true for bookbinding and printing and typography, I guess, in the United States is going to be also true of Canada. Although in my reading recently, I did discover that printing made its way into Canada slightly later than it made its way into the United States. In fact, there's some parts of Canada where there really wasn't a printing press until just about the end of the 19th century, which seems crazy to think about. But yeah, so I got this. Going to dip into it a bit. I finished listening to Treasure Island on audiobook today, and I've got the new Stephen King novel, a new Stephen King story collection that arrived in the mail yesterday that I would like to dip into as well, perhaps tonight. So we'll see what this is all about. Typographic years, beginning, the spiral press, early years, the 1920s, why printing, separation of printer and designer, the American Institute of Graphic Arts, Germany and Holland, Robert Frost at the spiral press, the colophone, the depression of type and the alphabet, Emerson type, printing on the hand press, the limited editions club, what makes fine printing fine, printing education, the Museum of Modern Art, the public papers and addresses of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the typophiles, and printer as publisher, printing houses and the artist, World War II, the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Museum Press, Steuben Glass, institutions and foundations, the Grolier Club, the Pierpont Morgan Library, liquidation and dispersal, art of the printed book in America, the heroic generation, and exhibitions. And that's quite a lot to be fit into what seems to be a very tiny book. This is less than 200 pages, I think. Yeah, we're only at about 143 pages, not including the index. And it looks like there's some great illustrations in here. I will read my way through this and report back, so to speak. I hope you're having a great day, BookTube.